there's always a saying that says, build the youth, you build a nation.
No, build a woman, you build a nation.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Build a woman,
honorable.
you build a nation.
Which of that statement is correct?
Build a woman, you build a nation.
Okay,
because we
out of the women, the women are part of the youth. When we say youth, we have male and female.
Can I say something? I think it's when you teach a woman, when you teach a woman, you teach a nation.
Hello.
But when you build a youth, you build a nation.
It's just
so I mean, remember,
you know, you said something.
Women is part of the youth.
Women are part of the youth.
So youth can be a male youth or a female.
But when you teach a woman, when you teach a woman, you are teaching a whole nation. But the women are the one that will teach the children.
Yeah, we procreate. So
and apart from procreating, they teach. You know, it's a teaching now. You know, we have.
If we don't procreate, who do you want to teach?
I know. I'm supporting what you're saying. But you know, what you. A child that you cannot nurture and you cannot train, don't bring the child to life. Okay. So even creating, procreating, bringing them to life, to existence, but training them and having once every parent, every mother can train his child, every parent can train his or her child in the appropriate way to go. We start seeing sanity in our community. Start seeing sanity in our life. So now, apart from that. So I think you're about asking a question.
I wanted to know from. Okay, let me rephrase again. When you build a youth, we're building a nation.
Okay.
The importance of the youth in poverty. Are you, from what, if I can gather one or two from what you said, you've told us about your challenges, the barrier, how it's not that easy to get to where you are. Does that still mean that for the coming youth that will have the privilege to watch this, are some of the youth coming are still going to go through all this, or are you encouraging us, the coming youth? Can you say, okay, fine, we might go through the wahala and every other thing before we get there, but there could be a soft landing for who's coming behind? Because there's some scenario that, okay, I can find that I have the capacity to break the wall, to create the door for everybody. At least I know when I create a door, I will still be the one to pass through the door first.
Yeah.
Well, is there any assurance for people coming behind that when I'm done, that door is not going to be shut? It's still going to be available for people to climb.
I think building of the youth is the most important thing anybody, any society, be it religious, the church, the mosque, the community, the family, and the government, especially local government and the state, the federal, should focus more on. Because you know why? 50 years ago, some people were where we are now.
Yes.
They were youths, they were young guys, young boys, young girls. Now, some people were there 20 years ago. Now, today, this day we are here. We may not be on this seat or where we are the next 70, 50 years, you know. So what that means is the youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. So it's so important that we build the youth and we do so rightly. We build the youth with all sense of importance and all sense of urgency or responsibility. That's the word I want to use. You know, we invest in the youth, not just computer, but ethics, character, and knowing too. Going back to you, I'm trying to reconnect all the question. Knowing too that somebody broke the wall or the barrier to create a door. You won't fold your hands and say, okay, you don't break the door now. Yeah, we just walk in. That will make a good leader. And sometimes good things don't come too easy. If it's too easy, you may not know the value. I'm not trying to say that everything needs to be made so hard, but you know that. I cited an example. When we were coming to this library, when I was in secondary school, you know that, guy, you have to come and read. Nobody will give you expo. There is nothing you can do. You have to come and read to pass OIF. You have to come and read to pass GC. You have to come and read to pass JAM. You know you have to read in the middle of the night. You know sometimes they will give you dinner, you won't eat. Not because you are hungry, but you know that if you eat that food, you will sleep off. So there is no remedy for that. Let me tell you the truth. There is no remedy. There is no antidote. There is no shortcut.
Okay.
Even if in closing. So even if somebody break the door for you, you know you have to make the relevant effort. One, get up. Two, be focused, because these days there's so much distraction. Be focused. I want to go through that.
Okay.
And
okay.
There will be little audio. You may not see big audios again. So finally, that means that she, for example, she's the face of women in politics in Lagos Island. She's been consistent with it. So at least any other lady will just look up that, oh, what did Folashade Mazidat did, how did she do it? I know that at least this thing is possible. Just follow suit and learn, and you know there's important of mentorship. Maybe once more time when we're able to talk on this. So thank you.
Yeah, sorry. To buttress this point, and for what you have saying, that doesn't mean that any youth coming will need to go through the struggles again. No. Okay, you know, before the bill, before the law, thank God for the law, right? They're not too young to run bill.
Mm-hmm.
If not for that, we'll still be going through things like this. But now, any youth or any young men or women coming up, they know, oh, if I want to do this, I'll surely get it done by coming up. And you know, the leader rightly said, we have a lot of people that you can actually look up to. Yes, that are youth. And let me just say, local government, the chairman, okay, I think there are 2 local government chairmen that I know that they are under 40.
Okay.
Yes. There's a woman, Honorable Muturayo, Ijede LCDA, the chairman of Ijede, yes.
Okay.
There is another, they call him Real, the chairman of Kokaguda.
Okay.
Yes, there is one. And we have some too that a little over 40, like what? Yeah, Muyo, Fuhad, Lawal. Yes. So you can imagine.
Office before you became 40.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you can imagine those ones scaling through, and there's not how you not want to look up to them.
Yeah.
And when we talk about youth, I think to 45 can still be classified as being a youth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Interior Minister, Olubunmi there.
Still that's range.
Exactly. Within the range. Boson Tijani. There is this Iman Sulaiman Ibrahim, yes. The Minister of State of Minister of Police, State Affairs.
Okay.
There too. Doing very, very well. And let's now come down to our states. That's the federal level. You know, our governor, aside being a he for she man, when it comes to youth, top notch. In his cabinet, we have some youths in his cabinet too. Yes.
Assembly.
Yes.
The
SC on housing one, Commissioner for Agriculture. We have to.
Even the Commissioner for Science and
Tech. So you know we have lots like that. Yes, that coming down to our local government here. The councillors.
Alalake used to be SHP.
That's what I'm saying. So he has been consistent. He has been consistent in breeding up youths. Okay, they need to come up because a lot of things that the older folks are always using against others. They will tell us we lack experience. Yes.
Experience.
Because some of them, the older folks, we have the one that will go the roads. That will be the one to go in and bring out our fellow youth
Yeah.
to vote. But now, when we are there, there's no how the youth is, oh, someone like me is very for this position. Oh, let me support, I can be this, I can be that. So,
Yeah.
so I think the law really helps a lot. Yes.
After the pronouncement of the removal of subsidy,
Okay.
this is like a general conversation now.
Okay.
I have been in so many gatherings. One thing I've observed, my own personal observation, is that Nigerians are not very much enlightened about governance. Some people will see you if you support the policy of the government of the day. They will see you as a devilish person.
Yes.
They will see you as the enemy of the people.
Yeah, because they will tell you getting something from it, so you should support.
So you as young public office holders, how have you been able to face the people? Because there is wrath in the land. There's hunger in the land. There's no doubt about it. How have you been able to? Because I was at a restaurant one day. I wanted to buy a spag or something. So I was having a conversation with the person that was with me. So the person that was supposed to give us the meal was listening to our conversation. The person was telling me that these politicians, and now they enjoy now, we they suffer. You can't tell them, say, oh, you've been doing this thing you are doing, your business is still paying you. So maybe you need to. The person that was overhearing what we were saying just snapped. So you're a politician. This is one of them.
Thank God they didn't beat you.
I quickly paid and I left.
Yeah.
Now, people don't actually know me. I'm not holding any of this. How do you guys manage this situation?
Let me go on now. Let's be sincere with ourselves. I'm a realist.
Yeah.
Because however you say it, I don't blame people so much. We're human. Somebody that is hungry, you don't expect him to be happy with you. Let's be realistic. And this is just a symptom of decade of misrule that happened in this country. You know? So when you buy a cup of rice for, say, 20 naira before, but now it's going for 80 naira. You want to shake a bit, you want to complain. Yeah, so that's we the people. That's why I'm a realist. I don't deceive my people. I try to educate them that say, I feel your pain. Because we all go to the same market.
Definitely.
Yes.
And I know that, oh, really, this is really way too expensive than we expected. Remember, we campaigned for our people. We went out. I can say for all of us, we are not honorable member that stay in his house and say, what's this called? Who won? What's the vote? We were actively
On the field.
on the field.
Yeah.
So then, we most time get honorable. But there's something about the league. Honorable, how you right? Some yell that kid that's in honorable. You know, we go the extra mile to explain to our people that this is the needed sacrifice. I oftentimes give them the analogy, especially the older women, that when you are pregnant and you're expecting a child, with all the bodily change, hormonal changes in your body, you feel some discomfort.
Yeah.
Now, even at the point of giving birth, I've been when a woman was giving birth, I was like, crap! What is this? It's a lot of present
Pains.
But the woman, I immediately afterward, is a boy who will bring my baby.
Becomes a glorifying moment.
Yeah.
And over time, the child is growing, God's keeping the child. You are happy that all the time, God, I endure this pain. Thank God that 9 months or whatever month I was able to stay through it. So that's the same thing I tell my people that come with the current government in place, at the federal, the state, and the local government. I'm sure that I'll use our language. Aluta may continue for Victoria Sata. It looks like, oh, but victory. I can see light at the end of the tunnel. So that's the same thing every day. As we're living here, I'm sure before we get to the gate, I've seen calm down. So we are like a buffer. We are like the shock absorber because we are the closest to the people. We are people that everybody sees. I don't drive around in cars everywhere in my community, except I'm tired and I want to. Probably I'm leaving, and deliberately most time where I don't necessarily need to pass, I pass there because I said, oh, I'm not going to be down that occasional. I just want to pass there. I just want to drive past, and that kind of thing. So we keep telling our people that with the right indices in place, with the right policies in place from the federal government these days and from local government, you can see our government and the local government we're trying to do bursary. I am sure you're one of the committee members, and we're doing palliative. We're trying to do palliative measures. We're trying to do community market, subsidize community market, and we're trying to give free education at least as much as we can. So those are the things that we try to tell our people. But it's normal for people to be agitated. It's normal, definitely. But it's just for us to try to let them understand and show them. They said that there's a Latin word I love to use, res ipsa loquitur. The matter speaks for itself. You can see yourself. Now, okay, we bought this on a normal day. I bring ticket to you to buy food. When you like bought egg for 4,000, we are selling it at 1,000. When we have bought Indomie at 9,000 or 8,000, you can get it as 1,500. Although that may not necessarily solve all the problem of my people, but at least you know that our government has a human face, and that's what we have. But government, I'll say this openly, because whatever we do, we'll be answerable to God too. But any government that's thinking about their own people in government alone, and we are there, I'm the leader of the house. Think about myself and my family alone, and everybody alone. That government, that government is, that government is not helping with things. But when you say government, like what you see in Lagos Island, you can see that, you can see products of good governance. It's easier for us to talk to our people that see it and see it now. This road, Ollie Road was not done before. See in how many months we're fixing it. Look at this tomorrow and construction is ongoing, and you see that. And it's lower the tempo of the beat. At least when people say, and I'm saying this because no one knows how far this will go. Any government, because sorry my sister, I'm taking too much time. Section 14 of 1999 Constitution as amended, Section 2 says that security and welfare of the people are the paramount duty of government. There is no government without welfare and security of the people. So any government you see that is making effort, recommend that. So that is governance. As you can see in Lagos Island, East LCDA, that we're trying to ensure that policies are in place to ensure that people are at least, we are alleviating poverty. We're doing things to encourage people. It may not all happen in one day. I need to say this because, population in a country of about over 200 million, I'm a good statistician. I like to check. I just Google. What's the population of Saudi Arabia? What's their revenue? Really? What's the population of? I just check countries, South Africa, and you say we have so much population, and most of this population are youthful, may not be in the work class, may not be in the labor force. So government needs to cater for that. So some of those things are some of the overbearing challenges that government have. But with time, with appropriate step, as you can see within the last 20 years, within the last 1 year, pardon me, as you can see within the last year or less than 2 years ago, you can see that things will start falling into place. Remembering the analogy of a pregnant woman, at a point, when the woman finished laboring and the child come and the child is jumping up and down.
It's really
Starting
Yeah.
before that's what
Pain and the stress. Just to buttress this point, the government of Lagos Island is LCDA. I should say at times it's always what?
Maybe not you.
It's always very, very good for one to be proactive. I think it is the heart of proactiveness that really gotten us to where we're at now. You know why I said that? Because a lot of people actually know that the issue of the community market has been ongoing way before the subsidy removal.
Okay.
Yes. It used to be a quarterly thing that we do because I happen to be the chairman of the committee. So it used to be a quarterly thing that we do. But since the removal of subsidy, it's been a monthly thing. And before you know it, once it's the third Tuesday, Wednesday, you see people
Every month.
yes.
People scampering
We
for
do
tickets.
it the first week of every month. First week of every month. And you see people calling here and there, oh, Emataja Lola, because they know that it's always been so. It's always been so on a Thursday. And I get to look at myself. Being the chairman of the committee, I've not even heard about this. How come? For you to know people are expectant. They need it. Okay. What do you want to say? Going to the market to buy a product, different product, that are not to the tune of 40,000.
Okay.
Are you getting it under 10,000 naira? For everything. For everything that you buy. We have Indomie, we have groundnut oil, we have palm oil, we have yam flour, we have plantain flour, we have eggs, we have chicken, we have smoked fish, we have gari for free. Yeah. Pepper and bread for free. And not only that, and not only that, there was even a time that cooking gas with the cylinder filled and everything was given for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
In one of the
That's
editions.
massive.
Yes. So,
That's
you know,
massive.
things like that. There is no help. Be very, very accommodating to the people around to listen to them. Okay, at least before this, we've been doing it. We only need to intensify more effort into getting it done. So, there's no how. People are very, very hungry and hungry out there. And most times, I'm sorry to say this, but I was having a discussion with someone and I do tell them that, you know, we are the harbinger of our problems in some ways. Take for instance, someone selling paint gari, the plastic paint of gari, selling for 4,000 naira. And you go to another place, you still see the same gari that will go for 3,000 naira. Yes. Yes.
There are people that are
Yes, there are
naturally
people.
callous.
Yes. So and I told them that, see, the money you're getting from people in a kind of a monopoly way, you still use it. It is not the money that you eat yourself. You're still going to use this money to go buy something elsewhere for you. It is common.
An outrageous price.
That is just.
It
That's why I
has a
say.
ripple effect.
That's why I say, okay, fine. You know, now they do say we need price control. If we have that, there are still people that will still go behind. And you know, the way we are now, we are blessed people in this country. No. We are so blessed. Moving over to, you know, how much is this? It's so you know, we have this mentality that once something is cheap, that means it's fake.
Yeah, also standard.
Yes, we have that. Because it is the same water that is being sold at Lekki and is much more expensive than here.
Yeah.
Yes. Even when you go to restaurants, you go to hotels, and you will be amazed. Oh, why is this happening?
That's packaging.
it has different location, and even the horror around it is quite different.
Location.
So we need to improve on ourselves too. We need to improve on ourselves too. And we have always been our brother's keeper. We should just intensify more effort into being our brother's keeper again.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's a good one. We try as much as possible to delve into the the state of the nation. I know we are not going to live here today. So I'm still going back to the youth participation in politics. I know you both are product of the Not Too Young to Run initiative and all of that. So what have you been doing? What are the programs or ideas that you've been bringing in place in order to bring some of these young folks into the political system also? Like what are the programs, maybe mentorship program, maybe leadership program and all of that. So what have you been doing over time?
Okay, thank you. You know, the leader said something when he was trying to answer your question when he started initially, that part of what we discussed at our plenary today happens to be the major thing. We've been doing different sensitization here for youth and all. We've been doing it a monthly thing that we've been doing, and now we really want to go all out again now, not limiting it to the youth in our community, but even to students, bringing them into the fold. But before you know it, they'll be out of school. It is not all of them. It is not everybody that will go for tertiary education. Let's get that right. Yes. And for the fact that you are out of school, secondary school, does not mean you can't venture into politics. No, it doesn't. You can even be much more intelligent than some other people, but fingers are not equal.
Okay.
So based on that, we have we don't have selected people that it is the same phase that we need to continue sensitizing and all. But in a little over a month, we'll all invite you to come down and see what we've been doing. But this is going to be in a big way, and you see the way we've tried to bring the youth into the fold.
Remember I said, as you said, the slogan, you the youth in the nation. Leading of youth is one of the most critical part of any society, any meaningful society. You have to build youth, not only in education, formal education, not only in formal education, in character, in other kind of development, in other kind of activities, sports and the likes. So as the majority leader of the house said, there are a lot of things in the pipeline. We've been doing them. I'm sure you must have come to some of my rally and some of these people that I try to encourage. So we are not the ones that broke the door. Some people have been before us too. Probably they created a path for us. So we too are ensuring that at least guys coming behind us, they see some kind of light. They know that these things are possible.
Like that door is still
there. But most times I need to say this, and this to our youth. As we say, where there's a will, there's a way. But you have to show willingness. You have to show willingness to be carried. You have to show willingness that you really
have a goal.
You really focus. You really want to go this path. It will be easier for whoever wants to mentor you because you know it's your focus. It's not as if they are pulling you. It's because you are willing to go that route too. It will be a lot easier for the guy leading, for the guy mentoring, if you are focused and you are committed to. So that will really help. We are doing. There are a lot of things on ground. A lot of campaign. There's a lot of discussion, and
it's been a very educating session. I really enjoyed myself having this chit chat within the last couple of minutes. So my part in short, there is something I call the 12 midnight rule. Midnight is a night and morning, but not daybreak yet.
Yes.
So as a youth, you can have all the platforms, all the mentorship. It's still your own responsibility to decide whether your midnight is going to remain in night or it's going to be morning. Thank you so much for coming, Honorable Williams and Honorable Shade Giwa, to your parting shot and endorsement. Thank you so much.
Let's just go.
Okay. When it comes to this, that's be ladies first. Thank you very much for having us here. And the youth, talking to the youth out there, like we've been saying all along, you need to be focused, have a goal, be decisive, and God willingly, you get to wherever you want to get to. And I'm using this to tell people, home and abroad watching, wherever you're watching, subscribe to Reform Podcast. Thank you very much. Nice to have us here.
Thank you.
Yeah, my guys at Reform Podcast, you guys are wonderful. You guys are really, really wonderful. You've done so well. Any day, any time, 100. I'm proud of this.
Yeah.
I'm proud of initiative like this. It shows ingenuity, it shows commitment, it shows dedication. And that's the same thing I want to tell my youth everywhere. Dedication, commitment, tenacity, all those obstacles will come. You turn those to stepping stones.
Yeah.
And from podcast, once again, you guys are good. You guys are doing good.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
see you guys up there.
Yeah.
Once again, build the youth, build the nation.